Watch this video if you've been made to think that the Queen would have been on the side of the patriots. I was fortunate to share my birthday, which is today, with our late Queen, Her Majesty Elizabeth II. She would have been 100 years old today. Across the internet, time and again, we hear the anguish of so-called patriots and Christian nationalists. They claim she would have stood with them against the invasion and would be turning in her grave to see how her son gives respect to Islam or Sikhism or any other faith. Some got rather excited to find this old clip of the Queen from her first televised address in the 1950s.
Surprised that many people feel lost and unable to decide what to hold on to and what to discard. The trouble is caused by unthinking people who carelessly throw away ageless ideals. They would have religion thrown aside, morality in personal and public life made meaningless, honesty counted as foolishness, and self-interest set up in place of self-respect.
Did you notice the clip said nothing about immigration or race or even culture? It was about preserving religion and traditional morals, both which are scarcely to be found amongst the thugs claiming Christianity only to dress up their racism. They often attack Charles for being tolerant of other religions which they deem to be incompatible with being head of the Church of England. But the Queen said that was actually part of the role. She said this in her speech at Lambeth Palace itself in 2012. She said, "The concept of our established church is occasionally misunderstood and I believe commonly underappreciated. Its role is not to defend Anglicanism to the exclusion of other religions. Instead, the church has a duty to protect the free practice of all faiths in this country." So quite clearly, she did not see her role as head of the Church of England as the patriots do. What would the late Queen have said about immigration, asylum and diversity? She would have stood with immigrants and refugees, urged people to accept diversity as a strength, not a weakness, and not to fear unfamiliar cultures. She would have presented this as the message of Jesus, citing the parable of the Good Samaritan. How do I know this? Because she said all this herself in her inspiring 2004 Christmas speech, which can still be watched in full on YouTube. Here's a clip.
People feel that their own beliefs are being threatened. Some are unhappy about unfamiliar cultures. They all need to be reassured that there is so much to be gained by reaching out to others, that diversity is indeed a strength and not a threat.